What's the deal? What goes on, gang? How's everybody doing? How's everybody? Ooh, emojis. Minus 230 pips. Damn. It has been a tough week. I am not gonna lie, chat. It's really been a tough week. Not in terms of reading the charts, just the levels get tapped. In terms of how the candles are printing themselves. But overall, it's not really too bad. It's like it hasn't been major damage. Blue first account today, yeah. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, it sucks, but it's like, it's been a tough week. Quite a few people have been DMing me. And I gotta be honest, I had a tough week too. I've sat 3 straight days in fucking damn near 100 pip drawdowns. I've walked out like I'm combined down 107, around 100 pips for the week. So that's my week. Tough week. But I don't think it's that bad because, like, here's the thing, like, there are times in the market where, like, the weeks get really bad, right? And you have to manage those weeks well in order to maintain capital for the good weeks or for the good days. And good thing for us, we haven't really had bad weeks. We've had maybe a bad day or, you know, a couple of bad days, but we haven't really had bad weeks. Well, I'm lying. We've had, maybe it's just been far and few between, maybe like a year apart or many months apart. The hourly just closed here. Let's mark up some levels. Dailies closed massively bullish. Also, no bottom wick, no top wick. It closed right at a resistance. You know, if the daily can come up here to, oh yeah, it's gonna be a steep come up. 150 pips. Yeah. Probably look for shorts here at 23.93. If it can do that tomorrow and start flipping, or tonight and start flipping for tomorrow, be lovely. It might start flipping now. What's interesting, this makes it more or less simple here, the way we've moved through these levels before. So you know, when the market's moving, makes it more or less simple to mark up your ranges. Right, we're looking to come up here, so we're looking to see where the market has created a support before. It's been here, support's been established there, 69, 77. You see support has been I will say this area. Okay. I still think we need to come up here. This is a nice top wick. The previous hourly's grab, but it closed doji. It didn't really drive anywhere. It's still respecting supports that were previously printed here. Right. If you look, May 16th. For now, we want a strong bearish closure here. And when I mean strong bearish closure, it means below these supports, below these levels. And I think we can start figuring out range 1, range 2 at this once we get here. So, I'm sorry, let's mark this up on a smaller time frame and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. So right now, if we were to take sells would have to be below here, or a closure below here. I'm sorry. And a top wick to here, or a closure below this area and a top wick to the highs here to retest the highs. So if we can close like this and we can get a top wick to retest the highs here and then flip bearish, I will look for sells with the top already retested, range filled, retested, and then a push back down. I'll expect us to tap the next support, 23.74. If this candle just comes down here like this, then you're looking for this area to be tapped on a top wick like this. All right, tap that with a top wick and then you come down. That is the only way we can take sells, or the only way I will take sells before this point, right? At this area, we're gonna have to see the market, because we've held, this is a stronger area. At this point, we're gonna have to see the market close below here on a higher time frame. It's not just a 5 won't be good enough. 15, 30, do this, and then come back up. At the very least, retest this area, and then we'll look for sells. But it's highly likely as on a higher time frame that would be a range 1. So you have to be careful at this point for the market not to close below this area just to fake you out and, you know, tap support here across the board and, you know, do something like this, because then you're coming back up. And it's highly likely to do that here because this is a range 1. So once you're close below here, remember I said you want a higher time frame closure below, and typically how a higher time frame closure happens is you'll have the 5-minute break below, because you're in the middle of the hourly candle, so the hourly candle is pushing up or down unless it just drives through. The way you see that is you'll get that closure on the 5 and you'll see a 5 or a 15, right? Just a smaller time frame. Start, instead of creating the top wick, it'll start trying to break up there. It'll come up here, but it'll close like this, right? And eventually you'll get a closure below this area on the hourly with the smaller time frames respecting this area. And once they do that, you guys see me do this all the time, right? Top wick, your entries are right here. once you flip. Whoops, sorry. On the flip. Right, this would be your entry. Capiche? All right. Now buys. That's for sells, and I'm more inclined to sells because we need to see a correction for the market to have a strong drive. But if we do, look for buys. Those buys will either show up in the form of a closure above the range here, right? We're either going to come up here and then look to respect this as a support and bounce off something legitimate, and then we'll look for positions on the flip, or we do what I just said earlier, is we come down here as we're looking for sells, and as we're looking for a closure below this area, if we can come down here, right, close below, and then come back up. If we fake out here, we'll highly likely, especially if we tap this area with bottom wicks, we'll probably take this position depending on the time frame, most likely off the rip if it's like the 30 or the hourly, but if it's like a 5 or 15, we'll probably wait for bottom wicks and to retest the highs. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Anyway. But. No buts. What's your projection about the NFP and weekly closure? Volume. I project volume. Which way? I don't know. I don't know. I will not have buy stops or sell stops. I will wait for the news to hit, watch it push, and hop on with it. What future is this? The one where we defeated Skynet and the human race lived. Terminators lost. Did you guys see that shit? The writer, they took an interview from the writer or the creator of the Matrix. Apparently it's the same guy that came up with the Terminator, and he was saying that it's the same series of movies, that it's like that the Terminator, like the Matrix, is basically Skynet when the machines won. That's the future where the machines won, and then the Matrix comes. She's a she. Is he wearing khakis? Well, she's a dude. She's a guy. Well, she sounds hideous. So let's see if we get some closures above. I believe we should. Pineapple Pete. What a name. What a savage. Hold on. The finals are on, aren't they? Do I watch the NBA finals or the Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies? Alright, I guess I'll just watch 60 Days In. Hobbit 5. Better than the 5 Hobbits. Oh, Chris. Come in, Chris. Got a minute and a half here for this 15. What's the deal? What's the deal, Javier? How are you? Where are you from? Right near the beach, boy. Let's see, 15's closing here. Not above, no. It's got a top wick, but not really above. I wait. The hourly's got a bottom wick. Maybe the hourly comes up now. No confirmation of anything. What's up, Adam? Chat, the other day, I was coughing and I sneezed at the same time. And I think I told you guys that, like, I was in pain. I don't know if I actually told you guys, like, I hurt myself. Like, I literally pulled a muscle. And it's been nagging me for a few days. I swear. Like I pulled a muscle in my chest from coughing and sneezing at the same time. So now I'm like leaning sideways all the time. But no, Rice, this shit ain't wet. I gotta put this jump shot on, Rice. This jump shot wetter than motherfucker. We gotta put this fucking bottom wick over here on, Rice. See all this shit, all this liquidity? It's taking a long time. I mean, technically, level-wise, it's gotta come up here. Before it decides on anything. Might even need to be higher. Faith, what's going on? Yo, what time the game starts? It's already 8:20. Oh, I see it. 19 minutes. Okay, gold, yes. Only gold. Follow the South African election. What chart time do you prefer? I prefer when all chart times line up and tell the same story, right? Why? Because when they all tell the same story, it kind of makes it very simple for us to analyze where we're going, where it's going. Should get to 80, but we will see. How did the 5 close? Oh, closed above, no top wick. Maybe this 5 creates it. If we can close above on the higher time frames here on the 30, for example, in 8 minutes, while maintaining price above on the 15 and 5, and we already have a top wick, we can look for positions. Daily no bottom wick. Been following you since Marcus and Donvo days, when all three of you was on stream. Damn, you going back about 3 to 4 years. You going back to 2021 right now. End of 2020, 2021. You have scammers around? That means we're doing something right. A rat? I don't think it was a rat. I think it was a cockroach. Is this Sway Markets? It could be. Yo, Sway, if you're watching, hit me up. Just playing with the guy. Yo, no Diddy, bro. Stop playing with the guy. Damn. It's tough. We didn't break yesterday's high. I think if we were to come down, but we did fill most of the wick already. I can't wait. I'm really interested to see the matchup here. Porzingis is back. This fucking twig. Chat. What's the lesson that we could learn from Dallas? Now hear me out, all right? Like, Dallas has 2 L's, and they still made it to the finals. Know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. You got 1 L, 2 L's, you could still make it to the finals. You could still be competing for the shit. Saying. Makes sense. Pay the refs. The refs get paid enough. The refs are making buku bucks. Yeah, so the hourly made a low, made a high, broke the high, and then now reflipping. Right? It came down in that previous candle, made a low, came up, broke the high on the previous 15. This 30 is going to be really interesting. I think the next 30 is going to be even more interesting. Okay, what we want the 30 here in 2 minutes below 76.5, and then we want a top wick to 77 flat. And we can't take a top wick entry because that's the hourly still open. It could be pushing up. Tap this perfectly. Wicks did you take this morning's trade? I had one trade this morning, and it was a loss. It was an L. So I said it's been a pretty tough week for me. We go weeks, months without losing. Feel bad for Don Brola's back to back. On stream back to back? I know he lost today. Somebody told me. Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, that's I was gonna say Eddie's right. We always bounce back, but the thing is, whoever's like losing their shit just doesn't have enough experience, right? I have the comfort of having the experience of coming back every time, so like it doesn't really bug me, right? We've come back every time. Even my last loss before today, my last big loss, I came back in like 4 days, 3 days. Like and the time before that, I came back the next day. Like the time before that, it took me like 2 weeks. It's just, we always come back and we always go on big runs. Just stick to the plan. Don't feel bad for Don. He's chilling. He knows how to trade. It's not something he's gonna forget. He's still, he'll be right back to where he was and even further. What's your best advice coming back from losses? Nothing changes. You don't look to make back the loss. You look to continue trading your trades, and whether you get, 10 pips, 20 pips, or break even, right? You're not looking for the home run again. You're looking to continue your plan. Nothing changes. After how many losses should you go back to the drawing board on strategy? I don't think you ever go back to the drawing board. You just gotta you keep updating, keep upgrading, you continue with it all the time. Like you don't just like, oh, forget everything you've known before. No, you're gonna utilize all of that knowledge and everything you've experienced, right? You don't go back to the drawing board. That would be dumb, right? Why would you forget everything you just experienced? You took a loss. Now you take that in and you take whatever you've learned from that loss and you build it on top of what you already know. You don't erase everything just and start from scratch. That wouldn't make sense. You know what you know, and there's things you can utilize, things you can't, and there's things you know that you can't utilize right now because you haven't yet figured out how you can use them to your advantage. But believe me, what you know eventually will come in handy. You just haven't figured it out. You haven't figured out how yet. Experience. Never go back to the drawing board. Keep building. Keep building. Yo, they got the anthem playing. Y'all better stand the hell up. And the rocket's red. Y'all better stand up. I'll say does that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not her, the song. Beautiful. That Zoom door. You've been there like 4 times. You keep walking out for cigarettes? What's going on? Or was that Jose? Somebody was at Zoom door. What's your POV about Donald's losses? I don't think about him. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be just fine. Same as with last loss, and he's gonna go on a 100-win streak again, and he'll be all right. I think he's gonna be break even. He's gonna make all those losses back within a week. He's always on point. He knows what he's doing. Losses happen to everybody. That doesn't determine like whether you're a good trader or not, or if you're going to be able to bounce back from it or not. Right? Like I always say, this is a game of thousands. All right, we're getting our first closure back above the range. Do we have? We don't have a wick here. This could just push, but it could also come back in range. This is very arbitrary. I'm gonna wait for this to close. This is tough here. Although if it pulls back and rebreaks the highs, I might be interested. Ooh. That is a lovely bottom wick, and have created a top wick. It's the rebreak of the highs here. It's less than a pip. 30 doesn't have a bottom wick here, right? Just straight up. So I'm afraid of. This could just be a top wick to continue down. If we can close here above, re-break the lows, and then come back and break the highs, okay, I think we will look for that. But right now, the higher time frame can drive back down. And the 30 just opened, and the first thing it does, first 8 minutes, makes the top wick. If it starts flipping now, the next 30 minutes, it'll drive. I'm not going to take a 30 flip. If it flips here, I'm going to want a closure below. I believe it can flip, bounce off this area, and start driving back up, which is not... Oh, see what it's doing right now? That's a strong flip, but until we're below here, I'm not taking that flip. Who you got? I want the Mavs to win. Sellout crowd at the Boston arena. Boston going. Yeah, because they're the Celtics. Get it? Celtics. They fucking Celtics. Of course it's a sellout crowd. That's their job. Yo, by the way, chat, drop a like here and sub to the channel, and go follow the IG. Make sure you do that. Do those 3 things. Do those 3 things. What are we looking for? My feet. Found them. Next. The hummus war? Imagine the hummus war. Just a bunch of people throwing beans at each other. Oh, the flip ski, the 30 flip ski is going to do it. It's going to do it. Ah, straight back up it goes. Straight back up it goes. We took this position the other day, if you guys remember. We had 2 candles close like this, and then we had the 30 come down and flip, and it gave 2 or 3 pips, and then it just took off for the night. Went straight up, somewhere right here, right somewhere here. I don't know, or somewhere here. Something very similar happened. I don't remember if it was a 30 or 15. Oh, right here. Or maybe not. I don't remember. Where did it happen? This was recent. No, this is today. I don't remember. But it was something similar. Remember, it's so good. Yeah, and that's why I'm not in the position here. But the thing is, the biggest reason I actually, if we had this area here, or if I was able to, at that time to identify an area here, I probably would not have taken that trade. But this time, there's clearly an area that I've identified. So you see how it flipped and it's pulling back up because it's not that it will, but there's a chance off this area, right? That's why we didn't take that flip into the support. Once it's below support, and that flip happens, that's typically a standard clean drive down. But for now, we don't know that. We have no confirmation of that yet. Still rock the pineapple light. Yep, it's hanging right there, right above it. It's right up on my wall. Every time I have guests over, I turn it on and it's a conversation starter. Why you have a lit up pineapple on your wall? I'll be like, well, let me tell you about Nathan or Nathane. Damn. Horford with a 3.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!
Oh man, he's gonna dunk the ball now. Gotta get down a firecracker light. Send it in. Send it to the Wicks 9 Museum of Forex. Let me know if you need a P.O. box. Make sure it's a light and not a real firecracker. I'm gonna be tight. Who took the flip on up? Plenty of people took the flip. It'd be lovelier if this was a new 4-hour candle, because then once it starts re-breaking highs, we could probably be in that bitch, but not right now. Chiz took the flip. Were you there with us a few days ago when we took that flip and it came right back against us? I think the biggest logical takeaway here is, all right, we just created a bearish candle. We had a bottom wick here that could have drove. It didn't. We came back up, broke the highs, reflipped. Came down here. Could have drove. Didn't. Why didn't we drive? We've had 2 of these wicks. Right? So now as the third one does that same exact thing and starts flipping here, like, alright, let's just see a closure. Let's make sure it actually drives, breaks through, and then we'll hop on. Right? You don't want to sell into this area knowing that we've tried multiple times to break below it and we couldn't. Yeah, the more times you try, the stronger it is, but that shouldn't be the more likely it's going to break, but that shouldn't be the reason you enter. That should be a reason why you're like holding a runner through that area, or you gotta wait. Oh, remember we just said if this was a new 4-hour, we'd probably be buying on the rebreak of the highs because it typically drives, but we got 12 minutes here, right? Till this 4-hour closes, the hourly closes. We're going to have a lot more information at our disposal. And believe me, there's more than enough room to head up here to the left. So let's just look at that all the way to 23.85. Another, you got pretty much at least, you have at least 50 pips of clean range, maybe 100. So we have, there's room, there's range. Let's just wait for closure, be patient, because it doesn't mean we're going to close above. Right now we're driving, doesn't mean that we're closing. Every candle before this is also respected. But it makes sense. Remember we said 80. If it was going to reject here, it would be at 80 and come back in range. It's nice. It's leaving a. It's leaving. I can't speak tonight. It took me like an hour to record fucking today's reel. Like some simple shit, some basic. I just couldn't speak. It was hot as balls too. That is a weak 4-hour candle. You a bitch. This is a weak 4-hour candle in relation to everything else. Damn. Like, look at the chart, chat. What happens when you see weak candles, especially on the higher time frame? This is the 4-hour. Strong candle, strong candle. Look, weak candle kind of ranges. Weak candle, look, strong candle, weak candle, we fucking range. Strong candle. You see that? Previous candle, not that strong. So weak. We're about to close. Weak ass candle. You might just sit here for a little while before eventually deciding to push up or down. See, strong candle. As soon as you see something like that, it's followed by like 2 or 3 of these fucking weak ass candles. Not always, but typically, like you see. The thing is, like, it's even if it's followed by 1 weak candle, it sucks for us because this is the 4-hour, right? If the next 4 hours is a weak candle, that shit's gonna be all the way through London, through pre-London. So we want strong, big candles, no diddy. Why do we have all these lines here? Where's this from? I'm trying to figure out if we can get in off the rip here, if we can close above 79. But for now, it's rejecting. I was looking for a push here to close out the candle, but push up. At which point, because if this pushes up here, that's the last 5 of this 4. Just the bullish momentum should, you know, give us our pips here. If we're able to close above, and probably I was looking to calculate, see if we could do an off the rip buy. But it doesn't look like it right now. What are you waiting for? We're waiting for the hourly closure here. What do we knock knock? There's nobody at the door. Now you're at the door. That's a foul. That's a foul. That'd be a foul in Dallas. In Boston, that's not a foul. Damn, Porzingis like 8'11", but dumb tall. Think about the news today? I don't know. We'll see. I have no opinion. I don't know if it's going to be positive or negative. Or... Yeah, and maybe we will range, right? NFP tomorrow. All right, 10 seconds here. You are going to close above the hourly, but not above this little level. Let's see. So this is good. We're above the most recent, above the hourly, right? On the higher time frame. Oh, on the higher time frame, yeah, the 4 didn't close above here. So, all right. So the 4-hour didn't close above, but we are still bullish. A lot of bullish momentum. 4-hour bullish. The hourly's bullish. The 30's bullish. 15's bullish. 5's bullish. The one, even the 1 minute's bullish. We need to maintain. Oh fuck you! You're flipping. Yes, this is what we were looking for yesterday. This flip, but yesterday the flip never came, and we formed a bit differently as we closed right at resistance. I'm gonna look for a smaller time frame to close above here. Push up, close above, and then see if we can break the 4-hour lows, create a bottom wick for this 4-hour. Sorry, that's the daily. If we can create a bottom wick for this 4-hour and then flip back bullish after closing above 79, then we will have buys to come up here. Mavs have no answer for Kristaps. Yeah, that's what I said. I said this last round. If he comes back, they don't need like somebody to guard him. They need somebody to like take him out. They need like an Embiid type player. The flip entry isn't safe anymore. Not in this case. Damn. Buckets. He's fucking Porzingis. He too tall. Too tall. He can't shoot over him. Damn. Boston up 17 in the first quarter. That's crazy how they dropped 40 in the first. Damn near 40. Looking like his New York Knicks days. No, he never played like this for the Knicks. He plays way better for the Boston Celtics. Mavs in 7? Yeah, I hope so. They just need one here. They need one at the Garden. And a good thing is, Celtics took this lead real early. Oh, so you're not going to call that a foul? When that happens, typically when you see a team go up like 17 or 20 in the first, by the fourth quarter, it's a close game. Typically. Right, there's that flip. The fake flip gives the 4-hour bottom wick here. About to empty the bench in the third. Yeah. Just fat Joeing right now. How about them flippies right here? You know, remember how I said if the 4-hour comes up, creates a top wick on the previous 4-hour, because then it came down, rebroke the low, and then rebroke the high. If it was a new 4-hour, we'd probably take it. Well, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to see if we can take the rebreak of the highs here. But still, we would still need a closure above there. that's a good idea. It could be, but we got to create a decent bottom wick here for the 4 hour, which means we still need to come down. And if we stay down in terms of price, right, not in terms of morale, if we stay down, I'd say below these areas, below 75, we can start looking for a top wick to 77 areas and come back down. Alright, so we've tapped a nice support here. So what we have to do is restart this playlist. Flipping the tape ski. Alright, look at this area right here. It's a nice support. I think on the 4 hour it's there as well. So this is where we've tapped with the bottom wick. Yeah, if this starts re-breaking the highs, we will look for some buys above the highs here. But it might be a while. Ideally, it starts coming up now because we've tapped a decent support. If it starts breaking down, we'll look to take advantage of it. What would you do if your job was between 15 and 2300 hours, market open because you work from another country? You need advice? I'm break even in trading, losing my ambition in trades because I'm so busy working. Need advice? Oh. You wanna buy things without looking at the price? Start working without looking at the clock. Keep grinding. Keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding. Now you got a bottom wick. You got a perfect bottom wick here. Come on, 4 hour. I'm looking at just the way we moved previously here. But also, don't forget, this is a drive down. So if we look at the drives up, look what happens. Not the way candles print, but look at price itself. You guys see it? Look at the way price moved. We've come up. We've driven up to here. See this area? Look where it fucking drove right back down to over here too. It came to this area, and then the candle drove right back down here. But then from here, it drove, and we already tapped this area previously. So are we already driving? Right, because we already done this, and then we pulled back here. So are we creating this candle now to create a steeper wick? This is a 15 closure below the range. It's the first 15 of this 4 hour. If we can get a nice top wick, I don't mind taking sells. 75.2. 15 seconds here. I need a top wick. If it drives straight through, I will wait on the 30, and if it continues, then oh well. Okay, so we have a top wick. This might be a bottom wick for the 4 hour here. But, oh man. So I'm gonna have a sell stop here on the break of the lows. If this closes bullish, we will look to close the sell stop. But for now, done. So tapped where we want it to, so I'm gonna have a sell stop right here. Oh shit, if I make it on time. We close below every level, like even if you adjust it to all of these. Right, even if you adjust it like this, we close below all these levels, and we grab the top wick where we wanted it. Right on the dot at our area. So I'd expect it to come down. Your advantage point here is roughly 14 pips. And I wouldn't want it to start re-breaking the highs after it comes down. But if it closes bullish above here, we will delete. I don't even want the 5 closing bullish above there. Hold on, look at the 5. The 5's here. It's an uptrend. Guess why sell? Because I just said we've closed below, the 15's closed below. If the 4 hour starts coming up here, which it's likely that it can, we're not going to wait for the 4 hour to delete these sell stops. We're going to wait for this closure here back in range. And once you see that closure, which is in about a minute and a half, right? I don't even want a 5 above here. Because if this 5 closes bullish back in range, if we come down and re-break the lows, it could be a bottom wick for this 5, for the next 5 to continue up. I'm just debating where I need this 5 to close above. Can we get activated? Will we get activated? How did the 5 close? Oof. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna delete the sell stop here. We can still come down. It closed below this area on the 5, but hold on. I deleted the sell stops, but if anything, I'll put them back. I just on the higher time frame, well, on the 15 where we're looking at it, it hasn't closed yet, but the 5's closed above here. Close right at it. Very interesting. Unless we re-break the 15 high, this would have been great if we can break that high to here. 23.75. Activate? No, nobody's activated. We never even got close. I deleted them. It might come down here, but it just depends how you put the level here, right? Because if you put that level a bit off to here, then it matches, right? But when I look at the 15, like, this is what makes sense. Maybe even this. No, this doesn't make sense from here. The level, no, the level is based off the higher time frame. It's based off the 15, not off the 5, and off the 30. You see this level, you'd want a closure below here. Maybe 7 minutes here when after the 30 closes. If we're below here, you see the level. I'd rather have an extra confirmation, or you know, or I'm cool with missing it, but it looks lovely. Problem is that this candle can just as easily, right, tap this level here and flip, but it's tapped the resistance we want also, right where we wanted it. Breaking the low. Yeah, I'm not in. I'm gonna wait for this 5 to close here. Actually, I'm lying. I'm gonna wait for this 30 to close here, not this 5. Hey TTE, what's good? How you doing, brother? I'll watch it push. Now you gonna push? Now you push. Give me a closure. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not yet. Ah, you. I need advice. All right. Don't eat yellow snow. Gotcha. I gotcha. Yo, chat, this might come down here on this next 5. Because now this 5 is closing below. Does 30 look like? Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wait on this 30 to close. Typically when you see this happen, you already have a top wick here, so you won't see this 5 come up and grab a top wick. You already have one on that previous 5. You should technically come down, but we're 4 minutes away from this 30, and I want a 30 to leave a bottom wick, and then I still want to come up. And if I'm going to expect a steeper top wick here on the 30, then I don't want to take an entry expecting a pullback, right? And I understand that there's a possibility that this just drives through here, it can, you know, go without us, but that's fine. I would still, once the 30 closes in 3 minutes, even if we're in there, I would expect a pullback, and I don't want to be stuck in a position expecting to come back up, even though it should drive. It should come down here a bit. I just don't know how far, right? It becomes arbitrary. Come down 2 pips, it come down 8 pips, come down 60 pips. Or 50 pips here, down to 69. But 3 minutes is a long time. 3.5 minutes is a long time. How much did that come down? Yeah, I think if we took that off the rip, probably managing risk right here. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Seconds here, or 100 seconds here for the 30 to close. We need a bottom wick, aka this needs to pull back. Dropped heavy. This would be a lovely bottom wick for the daily. There's that pullback. And we need another pullback in the shape of a top wick. Fuck off. Really? What to do, the thumbnail? Thank you very much. Everyone keeps saying I need a raise. Oh, can we start making our way back up? What will it be? Pullybacula. I don't know. That's just dumb, but it's funny. Porzingis is on fucking fire. They're up 30. They're about to be up 30 at halftime. Yeah, this game's over. It doesn't even matter what Dallas does tonight. This game's over. Chat, we need to get back to 2374.2. We need to come back up and tap it. Not taking any positions, buys or sells, until we get back to 2374. I want us to retest that area. If we start coming down here, then too bad. it's Porzingis. Porzingis is the difference. Yeah.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
I'm gonna turn the AC up a bit. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What's Zoom gang doing? Smoking weed. Eddie's for real smoking weed. Oh, he did arms today. Buys and tries. Push day. Pull day. You've been lifting them tools up to the roof. That's what you've been doing. That 5 closed with no bottom wick. I don't like it. Oh, shit. This is ugly. I don't want to trade through this. Like, all of this. Better grab some fucking orders. Have a good say weekend. I'm gonna catch you Monday when I get a account trade on. Good luck for the rest of the sesh. W stream as always. Ike, absolutely. That's dope. Coming through. No account. Paper trade. You know, when I was blowing accounts left and right, I was still showing up even when I didn't have money. Or when I didn't have an account open or loaded up. Good shit. Proud of you, man. Most traders change them for psychology reasons. I don't know. I never thought about that. I never thought about colors affecting the way I trade. What I think about that, Damon? I think it's possible. Yeah, managing actual profits is definitely different. Oof. Can we come back up and get a closure above the range? Probability wise, I don't know. I don't know. That's to me, what you're saying, that's just noise. Like, I wait for that shit to happen, but I don't, and then I predict the probability of my entry after all that stuff happens. So to me, that's noise, right? I don't, I don't like, because there's no edge in that happening for me. Like, all right, it happens, but where's my, there is none. It's just, all right, if it happens, then I can start putting probabilities or, you know, on different setups. Analyze GJ. Hey, look, man, what you do with GJ is between you and GJ. Should fill the range, but I'm not comfortable with, you know, with risking that sell without tapping 74 first. Can you ask you where your TP is? It's, you know, my TP is a Fugazi. A Fugazi. It's not on the elemental plane. It's a wazi, it's a woozy. It doesn't exist. Fairy dust. I don't have a TP. I don't, it's the same place where my entry is. Non-existent. While you're out of chat, follow the IG. Oh, it's only a 21-point lead at halftime. I thought it'd be like 40. YouTube pays you for us to watch you here. Less than minimum wage, bro. I would make more money working, flipping burgers at a Mickey D's than what YouTube pays me. What you talk about, Willis? These in Australia is called Maccas. Okay, thanks for that Snapple fact. Damn it. As we're driving down here to next support. Wicks, what's the next step after demo balling for 6 months? Losing money on the live. That's the next step. Maccas. Right? Is that how it would be in Australia? Maccas. Australian. That ain't it, dog. Are you Australian? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Maccas. Australian for diabetes. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I guess it was a lovely sell, but just a smaller time frame here. Yeah. We wanted this to happen without that 5-minute candle here closing bullish. We wanted that. You know. The flippy worked. Yeah, it's driving the next support. This could be an interesting hourly candle. Because what I think is happening here, right, is a mirror of the drive down. Right here. So this is going to be interesting because if we can find a support, let's say you were playing this backwards, right? If this was going this way, you're looking for this move to find support here. Up, find support, up, right? Unless you start breaking down and then took an impulse from 78, super clean. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I thought about it on the 4-hour flip here, but we didn't close below the most recent. We closed above the most recent and a little bit below the overall, but still that flip back in range on the hourly. That's the 4-hour. We broke the previous 4-hour high, I believe. So yeah, not bad, not bad, but a bit risky with all this bullish momentum. Let's see if we can respect 69.5, find a support here. It would make sense here on the 4-hour. Is 3 months of profitability a good sign to increase your lot size in your opinion? You always say lower your lot size, but I never know when to increase it. I don't say lower your lot size. I say if you're not too sure about what your plan is, or if you're not sure what you're doing, or if you don't have a plan, the way to figure it out and build it is 0.01. But at what point do you start raising your lots? That's honestly, it's a very personal question. Like that varies from individual to individual, right? And like I don't know what your relationship with money is, but for me, I typically pick it up when I go up like every $200,000 right now. Because I'm at the point where like before it was like, all right, I'll raise it like every 50, and typically once I get past that point, Don does it like once a year, like beginning of every year. Me is just like I think once I pass the next 100K, I'm gonna end up raising my lots. Find yourself taking more trades in Asian or New York? New York, for sure. Definitely New York. I get a trade basically every single New York session. Almost every single New York session I get. I don't get a trade every single Asian session. I think there's only been a couple of days I didn't trade New York session this year so far, in the last half a year, where I didn't place a trade. There's a trade to be had every single day. Is this Nick? Oh, TTE? Yeah, that's Nick. Nice. That is Nick. Yeah, Dallas ain't keeping up with them. Green said they're going to bring out the bench. Boston's bringing out the bench in the third quarter. I don't think Boston brings out the bench the whole game right now. Even the Dallas bench is praying that like Boston blows them out so they could get some run time. Dallas bench definitely rooting for Boston right now, just so they could get to play. Asian session is more riskier. Asian session has less volume, historically. But take that with a grain of salt, right? Really don't now think, oh, no volume in Asian session. No, it just historically has less volume than New York. I'll stay on another 15, 20 minutes. I want to see how this hourly closes, see if we can pull back. Also, what I'm right now, next order of business, I'm either looking for an onion somewhere here or an onion here to take down and refill the range, right? Because you're going to create a support, you have a resistance here, range, you come back up here, you'll fill the range, and then I think you'll make a decision about what you're going to do next. Any reason why Asian session typically has low volume? It doesn't have low volume, it has less volume. And yeah, because it just doesn't have the catalyst that New York session does. There's no New York Boston overlap. There's no New York Open pre-NY. There's no Comics Open. There's no NYSE Open. There's right. And that's not even considering that's not even considering the fact that there's also no news that happen. We don't get NFP or FOMC or CBS, right? We don't pay for that package in Asian session. We don't got cable in Asian session. Just very skeptical of this hourly candle because this could be fool's gold with the way the 4 hour has been massively bullish, all the way the daily's closed bullish, and we need a bottom wick. Enjoy NFP tomorrow. You too. Good luck. You're gonna be streaming that. I'll stop by. Drop a like. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Boston will lose this game. Damn, dog. You trying to get a bottom wick entry? Trying to get a wick entry on this Dallas win right now. He's been drinking. Well, he's got like 3 wins this session. Pineapple Pete partying. Well, you gotta change the name to Party Pete. Oh my God, chat! I forgot. For some reason, I thought we had another stream left in the week. Damn, Kyrie's nasty. Yesterday down 200 pip plus. Thanks. If those dreads are real, you would take a buy right now. Well, if your grandma had a dick, she would be your grandpa. That's it. Feels like a long week since Sunday. Yeah, I know. It's been a long week. It's been a pretty long week. It hasn't been like a very simple. It's been volume, but it's been a tough, it's been a tough week to trade, setups wise. Plan, baby. It's good about the plan. Fitness milk. Is that like just protein drink? Watch the game. Then Boston's are doing really bad. You are definitely a soccer fan. You're definitely a soccer fan. Them Boston's. Damn, Javier. That's that THC. That's that THC. I know it is. Yeah, you guys are focusing on the wrong thing. Got a minute here for the hourly. It's closing below the most recent. I wouldn't mind a top wick and a sell into support. But you need a bottom wick here. Bullet. Pulley bacula. $6.9 to $6.5. Yeah, but for that to happen, like once again, I need price to come back here. Three, two. So close below. That's a strong hourly closure. Top wick, and we in this bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out here for this first 15. What I want is a top wick before we fill this wick to the left. And then I want to re-break at the lows. Or not. Wicks looks as bored as we do. No, it's just honestly, it's just not printing what I want to see. And now that it's coming down and filling that previous wick, I think if we form support here, buys would be solid to 23.74. Remember what we said? We needed a range 2 here, and you right, range to break out for sells. And this was a range 1. We didn't confirm. We never had a bullish closure anywhere within here to create another range that we could break it and then take the sells. No, we had no bullish closures, just straight drive down. Nothing. Not a single candle. Not on a single time frame. The hourly, the 30, the 15. The only bullish closure was here at the bottom of the range. Did we tap it? Pretty much, right? We tapped it right on the dot. Cold hurt. Yeah, it seems like it. You will buy? Not right now. You guys take any positions in the clubhouse? You guys discuss anything in the clubhouse? I didn't see. You guys can unmute.
How you doing, bro?
Chilling. I'm just like, we've had a couple of days like this where we just see it drive through the range and it looks clean, but like as the candles are forming, it doesn't look clean. Like even right here, we came down, made a bottom wick first as we were below. Right here, we came down, made a bottom wick first, came up. I don't know. They
As
end
it's
up
forming.
looking fine. What was that?
Yeah, as it's forming, you can see that it's not moving well, but then after the fact,
Once
it
the
looks fine.
candles are closed, yeah, they look perfect, but as it's forming, it's not ideal. Javier's like, psh. Psh. I had runners down to here from 1979 or 2379.
He could have. He said it right at the top. He's like, I think it's gonna reverse here. And 2 minutes later, it just dies.
I was talking with Eddie, and I was like, "Damn, bitch, you just made me miss the entry."
This is where you would typically take a buy, I think, right?
Yes and no. Like I got a starter in there, but I'm not. I needed some more confirmation, bro. I wanna see. I would like to see this hourly flip, to be honest with you.
A close bullish, right? Or just flip?
No, not a close, just a flip.
It's early.
Yeah, it's still early. It's only 7 minutes open.
Damn, it's only an 11-point game. I said this earlier, like every time this happens in the first quarter, whenever a team in the playoffs gets like a 20-30 point lead in the first quarter, it's very hard to hold on to that. Because in teams in the playoffs, there's a reason they're in the playoffs. There's a reason they make a deep run in the playoffs, right? There's a reason Dallas in the finals.
Oh, without a flipper here.
You know what show I've been watching on Netflix? I've been watching the Barbarians. And it's not bad. Like this is like different country type shit, and they're producing some Hollywood type shit. It's pretty good. Yeah, 30-point lead gone. Yeah, but I think they got the stops at break even. I think if it comes back to 0, they'll be out. It was up 30 pips. It's only 8 now. Imagine if trading was like that. All we got to do is be ahead by the time the clock, by 10 p.m., by the time the clock runs out. If we're ahead, we win. That's it. Y'all be over here talking about, all right, 9:59, buy stop, sell stops. 1 hour flipping. Yeah, I know. We know. Javier definitely knows.
Yeah, I'm in the starter, but I'm not gonna add until we get more bullishness.
Why are you looking up on the ceiling?
Oh, because of my other monitors there.
Yeah,
on the
he's
ceiling?
got. That's not the ceiling. That's the other monitors.
What?
That's the setup.
Oh, let me see. Let me see if I could.
That
Oh,
boy
yeah.
just he got fucking, you know how you close the door? There's a fucking TV behind it.
Yeah.
Like every time you change your angle of viewing, there's a TV there. He turns
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
there's a TV right there at the wall.
Zoom
He
in on
fucking
that.
picks up his phone, there's a fucking
See
TV
that?
screen playing.
Yeah, look
Stretch
at
that
that.
out.
Oh, damn, bro. You more profitable
It's a
than
foot.
Buffett, bro.
It's a 40-inch up top and then two 32 inches at the bottom.
Damn.
That's why I'm looking up, bro. I need my neck, like, you know.
I got one at 12 inches and I'm chilling. I don't know, bro. 40 inches, 32 inches. You're crazy. You know what you got to do? You got to put all of that shit back to day mode. Daylight mode.
Bro,
All
you
the
crazy?
charts.
Like Hank's fucking shit, bro. I'll have to trade with sunglasses on.
7 in the morning, I dare you to look at your fucking screens. You're going to get a tan. All right, hourly flippy.
I would like a 5-minute gladiator candle.
To break you what into what range? Above where?
I could probably see like 2374.
This is interesting. This is a really interesting rejection here. It's a nice flip. You want some of these time frames to have wicks too.
Yeah,
Five.
yeah.
Like you see the fives just pushing up. You also want, besides this being a wick, this 5 setup here being a wick for the 15 and the hourly. You also, now that you're pushing up, you want to come back, grab some orders off of 5-minute also.
And the 15 and the 30 look nice for me.
Yeah, I think if this hourly closes bullish, you can start looking for potential positions on the next hourly to start coming up towards the daily highs.
That's on the top screen. I have all the time frames, so I don't got to flip between them. I got the 15, the 30, the hourly, and the 4 hour. And then I trade off the 5. Yeah.
Uh, 2 minutes here for this 15, but there's potential to set up.
I miss these times when the market's moving during Asian again.
Yeah, but they happen so often. Like it'll go away for like a month, and then again 3-4 months it moves.
Yeah, Asian is when I can really sit down and watch candles print and actually be on the charts during New York. I kind of set up my candles, and by like 8:30, I'm already just on my phone waiting for my setup to play out.
15 is gonna close here in 90 seconds. Looking like a leg candle. Which shouldn't mean much in the grand scheme of things here, right? Because 30, the hourly, everything's still open. I just think that as we're pulling up here, we're gonna have to retest the slow. Like we've come down pretty heavily, right? Once it's fine as a resistance, it'll typically retest the slow before heading up. So you still might see 74 and then 69 again and then 74 again. 15 is closing in 30 seconds. That's tough. It's 30 and the hourly still open. This is tough. Because that closure, you'd expect this to come down right now on this candle. But if we can come down, flip the 30, where would there be a support here? Yeah, you probably want the higher time frame to give you a bullish closure. Add the VWAP for the chat, man. The chat is fucking VWAP. Chat is VWAP. Chat is violent with all people. Chat be like, chat be the VWAP when we lose. Wow. Guess no flippies here. Guess steeper drive down. Yeah, this is back to a 20-point game. Yeah, it's about to be the fourth quarter right now. Bang! 22. Yeah, this game's over. They held off the Mavs run. I don't think the Mavs have another run in them. Because I think that's over there. They need a freaking...
We got a runner!
They need some runners. Game 2 is Mavs game. They just need one. They take one in Boston. They did their job. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here. We're printing funkiness. What's this 15 flips right now? Which means the 30 will close bullish, which means you'll still need to pull back down. Yeah, no. Even if the 15 flips, even if the 30 closes then bullish, then you're gonna need the hourly back up above here, right above 23.72. So, do I think it will go down? I think we'll retest 69 before price will come up here a little bit, retest 69, and then make a decision, most likely to go up. But I don't know if it will. Yeah, it was a good stream. Honestly, it's still valuable stream. Still very valuable to sit through it and watch how candles form, because when they print, I'm taking things in and I'm seeing where I can, take advantage of it next time I see it like this, where I can utilize this. And when I see candles print the same exact way, I look for these mirrors, right? And there's no way you're going to be able to recognize things in the future without seeing them prior, which is on days like this. So this is all for your benefit. All right, gang. That's the session. That's the stream. I think that's our agent session for the week. I'll still be trading in the Signal channel tomorrow morning, or tomorrow until market closes, and we are back on Monday for the public session. And if you're part of Wicks' table or part of Signal's gang, you got access to the Sunday Unfiltered. So make sure you're here on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, everybody else, I'll see you guys on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Same time, same place here on YouTube. On the YouTubes. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, here, I got it. All right, chat, love and wisdom to you all. Thank you so much for coming through. Mods, appreciate your help as always. Yeah, drop a like and sub to the channel. Drop some W's in the chat, and go follow the IG.
Wicks, check your messages, right?
Join our clubhouse. Where? Messages where?
And Discord.
Discord. Okay, yeah, I see you sent me.
Yeah, later. Yeah.
Oh, you sent me a schedule. All right, yeah, I'll look at it in a little bit. Let me go smoke and I'll look at it. Okay. All right. I have so many things to do. It's crazy. All right, I'll see you guys in the clubhouse. Chat, mods, you guys are awesome. I'll see you guys on Monday. Private gang, I'll see you on Sunday. And as for me, you guys already know the deal. Wait. We got to turn on our song. Where's our song? Here we go. All right. Yep. As for me, my time is up. And just like that, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Another Asian session is in the books. Oh, yeah, that was on the count of 3. You guys delayed on that one. Good night, everybody. Oh, here it goes. There it comes.